With the blessings of Almighty, we shall continue to today's sessions. Today, we have a very important commemoration, that is National Energy Conservation Day. Apart from that, National Energy Conservation Day is an Indian commemoration, and we have National Free Shipping Day in US, and also Monkey Day in US. As we know, we shouldn't forget that we share a common ancestor with them in chimpanzees. So this is a day to remember our ancestors from which we all derived, and we still, didn't get away with that mischief our ancestors had. And today is also more good today in US. And also Roast Chestnuts Day in US. So, and many other commemorations. So let's look at National Energy Conservation Day, which is commemorated every year on December 14th, 2022. India observes National Energy Conservation Day, and the day is recognized by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, in short known as BEE, which operates under the Ministry of Power, aiming to present India's stellar achievements in cost-efficient energy production and resource conservation. So further, plans for the future are also discussed on this day, targeting holistic development as the main goal towards mitigation of climate change. Include yourself in more informative ways to spread awareness on climate change and also conserving energy by following top energy conservation methods and various initiatives. So when we look at the history of National Energy Conservation Day, it aims to generate awareness among the masses in India about the importance of saving energy. People are also kept in the loop on new courses of action and plans that are being formulated. Information is given on minimizing energy waste and how the public can do their part in conserving resources. Essentially, the main objective of the day is to reduce the use of energy and to encourage people to use it efficiently. So energy saved, conserved is energy produced. Formed under the Union Ministry of Power, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, in short known as BEE or BEE, has been leading the celebrations of National Energy Conservation Day annually on December 14 since 1991. A constitutional body reduced excessive consumption of energy. The committee also executed the Energy Conservation Act in 2011 with respect to is energy conservation. As part of its awareness campaign, awards are distributed annually on this day in 56 subsectors of the country to recognize and achievements in energy efficiency. The National Energy Conservation Awards program commends the efforts of industry, institutions, and establishments ranging from power plants to hotels to shopping malls. Prizes are also awarded by the BEE to the winners of the National Painting Competition centered on the theme of energy conservation. India's development sectors are flourishing, which leads to an increase in the demand for energy. It is expected that India's resource requirements will be doubled by 2030 year. The BE strategizes and develops policies that will help increase the demand by advocating adoption of efficient measures for energy use. So in 1992, the Ministry of New and Renewable Energy was established, a new hope. And in 2015, on 1st May, Ujala was launched by the Prime Minister of India as an LED lamp distribution project. The future lies in LED. And on January 1st, 2016, the 17 Sustainable Development Goals of 2030 Agenda were set by the United Nations for a better tomorrow. And in 2020, a movement towards sustainable and eco-friendly clothing begins in the fashion industry across India. So save the planet in style. So why is it important to conserve energy? Conserving energy undoubtedly leads to a better quality of life. Reduced carbon emissions mean cleaner air, a healthier planet, and saving the limited resources that we have. Anything from unplugging appliances when not in use, switching off extra lights in a room, and taking public transport instead of driving are few of many examples of energy conservation. And National Energy Conservation Day showcases India's exemplary milestones in energy saving, and all while planning holistic development strategies for the future. Now, how we can take part in this National Energy Conservation Day? Replace your light bulbs? Yes, you read that right. Even though energy efficient bulbs are pricier, their efficiency and long-term use make them less costly in the long run. Educate our children about it. Children are our future, and what better way to improve their future than talking to them about good practices on saving energy. Don't forget the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. Volunteer in your community. As National Energy Conservation Day is hyped up in India, participate in campaigning and advocacy for resource conservation, and also participate in various events in offline and offline, on online, on various conservation related activities. And fast fashion is always problematic. The fast fashion industry has led to an estimated production figure of 148 million tons by 2030, and a move that is sustainable for the economy and the environment. Some home-based brands are exclusively working with women from rural areas on creating sustainable collections made in India. According to the UN environment, the fashion industry alone is responsible for approximately 8% of carbon emissions. So that is contributing to the carbon footprint. Fortunately, millennials are all for shopping sustainably and have been driving force between the movement towards eco-friendly fashion consumerism. So woke millennials. The textile processing uses around 2,000 chemicals, out of which only 16 are allowed by the Environmental Protection Agency. That's why we are putting in there so much of emphasis on fashion industry, and everyone has a responsibility. So National Energy Conservation Day advocates the importance of saving energy for everyone, be it a child or the elder. India is a huge country with a huge population of over 1.3 billion people, and accommodating such a huge and large population of the planet's population means that they will carry a large amount of responsibility for the climate change. And even turning off the tap water once while brushing your teeth is helpful. So good practices encouraged through webinars, conferences, discussions, workshops truly make a difference. The domino effect. So we have related commemorations like National Clean Beauty Day on July 15th and also September 18th this year, especially, and every year this Ganesh Chaturthi, where huge the Hindus, especially the largest community in India, are having an eco-friendly festival, and lot of, especially when coming to Hindus, especially with Sanatana Dharma, each festival celebration is always a nature friendly and eco friendly. Though certain social evils has kept in between, like use of plastic and other products which are not at all rules and regulations or guidelines or the best practices. But unfortunately, due to lack of knowledge, many people are using it and there is no purpose. I mean, there no purpose served or no utility that is gained from using such products, which in turn creates a lot of pollution. Especially, we see the coming Christmas, a lot of plastic Christmas trees are huge across the world. You can see, a lot of candles, huge pollution, and lot of these Christmas trees, which are made of plastic, and lot of decorations are going to create a huge tons and tons, millions and tons of plastic wastage. And we celebrate festival, and why not we can go? There is nothing wrong in celebrating festivals, but why not go it eco-friendly? And a lot of Christmas trees, they are a huge pollution to the environment, uh, where the Christmas grown, not even a single grass blade will grow in that area. That kind of tree, and it is highly infested with pests and lot of things. If everyone should study about such practices where the social evils, what I call, have created the society in the name of religion, which is indirectly, creating a bad impact or impression of various religions. In fact, every religion has practices, especially these so-called newer religions have a lot of such practices, where they do not have freedom to openly speak about that. And unfortunately, they are continuing, the evils are continued uh, in spite of being educated, intellects are following. But in fact, if we think in a rational and logical way, the kind of pollution that is created with the use of these plastics and lighting of candles, which no longer serve any purpose, because earlier in those days it was used to drive away darkness from, but now there is no darkness. Everywhere we have lights, and again putting so much of across the world, because when we see the people, Christianity is the largest religion in the world. They are creating a huge pollution to their planet, and claiming as full religion, or which promotes or environment friendliness, is quite paradoxical. And so as a huge population responsible, we are talking about huge population that is responsible for the conservation. So and India having a huge population across the world, because Christmas is celebrated across the world, and we have to think logical and rational way, so that we need conservative methods so reduce the impact of climate change rather than aggravating the climate change by using more plastic products and other chemical products, like especially candles and lot. We have seen earlier how these candles and burning releases a lot of toxins into the air, and especially at the celebration is contribute, and lot of light pollution that is going to create, and that is there is no benefit of consuming alcohol or burning these firecrackers on such a day where there is no cultural or there is no religious significance at all. So can we call ourselves wise? Can we call ourselves intellect? Can we call ourselves cultured? Can we call ourselves educated with such foolish acts, and which are detrimental to clean and green environment? If we are continuing to do so, and we are harvesting so many Christmas trees and celebrating, and where there is a huge deforestation that takes place, and because of the cultivation of these Christmas trees also, lot of land is getting wasted, which can be used for the cultivation of crops and various other things. So we have to think about all this, this, because lack of freedom in certain religions is highly prohibiting such discussions in open platforms. But, when we are talking about science, science does not uh, believe in religion. So when we talk ourselves, when we say ourselves as scientific, then there is nothing that is beyond science when we talk in scientific terms. So we can celebrate festivals. There is nothing that prohibits us to celebrate festivals. We can celebrate any festival for that matter. It may be Christmas or New Year or anything, but it should be eco-friendly way, natural way. It should not be detrimental to the nature or the environment. Maybe we should really think of giving away with these plastic trees, or having these Christmas trees, which is of no benefit. That it doesn't have even a single benefit. It only creates a lot of pollution to the environment, and lot of trees are cut which are highly uh, with the pests and all, and there is a huge fertilizer that goes on, because to protect, they are highly vulnerable for pests, and for growing them there is a huge pest, and moreover, there are a lot of, not everyone can afford these trees, so everywhere they have these plastic trees and these synthetic trees put up, and there is a huge production of plastic waste that is being generated for this festival. Will God appreciate such act, where you are creating a lot of pollution to the planet and creating a lot of harmful gases and toxins to the fellow species? Will God appreciate you for such acts? You are committing a great sin, and adding to your sins by practicing such practices. Then who is the one who has to question it? The one who is following, the one who is practicing. So we have to be very, when we are talking about intellect, when we are talking about consciousness, it is very important that this December, especially, not only just this month, every month we have one or other festival which may be related to one religion or one faith, irrespective of religion or irrespective of faith, because we are talking this because the magnitude is high. The highest population is Christianity, and second Islam, and third is Hinduism. So large population will be using that is going to create a huge impact, huge lot of pollution, plastic production, and toxins released into the climate, and that will accelerate the climate change, that will accelerate the temperatures, that will accelerate the greenhouse gas emissions. So it will have a huge impact. It will accelerate the climate change process where, again, the temperature will increase and sea levels will rise, glaciers will start melting at a more rate. Now, who is responsible for this? And for what? Can we support these initiatives? So we all have to think over whether we are doing it in a right way. You can have celebration in a very eco-friendly way, in a very natural way, so that it does not cause any harm to environment. So I think this is the best way to get rid of all this plastic. We should also take in, because entire world is moving towards plastic ban or deforestation, cutting of trees. I think maybe the community heads has to give a call this, at least this Christmas, to ban all the plastic or any kind of toxins used in the celebrations, and also cutting and using of these Christmas trees especially, which creates a lot of pollution. We will take it up. I will also throw you light on the kind of pollution how these Christmas trees are raised, where it is raised, and how much land is used, and what kind of pesticides, and what kind of management that takes place in raising these trees. And it takes a lot of years for one tree to grow, and those many years the fertile land is lost, which and under this tree no plant grows, even grass doesn't grow. So we have to see how these huge portions of land are being used for this, especially cultivation of Christmas trees, and it takes long time for a tree to come. So these we, in the name of religion, we are becoming ignorant. We are losing our own conscious intellect, and we are having such practices which are detrimental. And it is, and also to dispose. Why we are talking about these things is, first of all, energy. Lot of energy is consumed in producing this, and to destroy this again, a lot of energy is again reconsumed. I mean, again used to destroy them, to burn them, or to recycle them. So a lot of energy is wasted through all these practices. So it is a high time that we celebrate eco-friendly, nature-friendly festivals, and stop using and ban these plastic or toxic products like candles or Christmas trees, or which are of no use to anyone, even to the nature or the planet. So these all things are very much essential. So having known, will in coming days we'll also see whether how far is it true. We should not blindly accept anything unless and until we question it, and also see how far it is scientific, how far it is logical. So we will also explore at the scientific side of and whether how far these facts are, true, and we'll also explore. We'll, in the coming sessions, we will take up on each day. We have already spoken on candle, how it is detrimental and creating a lot of pollution and releasing toxins into the climate, and it is accelerating the climate change and greenhouse emissions. Similarly, one day we will also take it up, this Christmas tree, as how it is detrimental to the nature and environment. And we can use an alternative, like some lot of medicinal plants are there. If you really want to worship a plant, tulsi is there. Almost every house has a tulsi plant, or if not tulsi, you take any other plant, or any other medicinal plant, and you can have it instead of having. So you need to have some really useful ways of celebrating a festival, and that should serve a good purpose rather than creating a lot of pollution and releasing toxins into the air. and which, you are contributing to the pollution and climate change. And so this on this energy conservation day, because saving energy is also important in the terms of production as well as in the terms of recycling. So it is very much pertinent in this December. So Bureau of Energy Efficiency, as already mentioned, it also gives National Energy Conservation Awards. The Ministry of Power, Government of India, has launched a scheme in 1991 to give national recognition through awards to industries and establishments that have taken special efforts to reduce energy consumption while maintaining their production. The awards were also given away for the first time on December 14, 1991, which was declared as a National Energy Conservation Day. These awards are given by the eminent dignitaries holding very high positions in the government of India in a function organized in 14 December every year. In line with the previous years, the Ministry of Power, Government of India, has decided to organize the National Energy Conservation Award 2020 to recognize the efforts of various industrial units, establishments, organizations who have achieved efficient utilization and conservation of energy. As part of these initiatives, there are various initiatives that are taken by Bureau of Energy Efficiency, like awareness and outreach programs, certification, and various training programs and training materials that are available. And as already discussed, the Bureau of Energy is a constitutional body which comes under the Government of India and helps in the development of policies and strategies in order to reduce the energy use. The Energy Conservation Act in India Act aims to employ the professional, qualified, and energetic managers as well as auditors who are with expertise in managing the energy projects, policy analysis, finance, or implementing the energy efficient projects. Objectives of the National Energy Conservation Day. National Energy Conservation Day is celebrated every year using particular theme of the year by keeping in mind some goals and objectives to make more effective all over the country among the people. Some of the important goals of National Energy Conservation Day is it is celebrated to send a message of importance of conserving energy in every walk of life among people, promoting the way of process of energy conservation by organizing a lot of events such as discussions, conferences, debates, workshops, competitions, and etc. all through the country, promote people for less energy usage by neglecting the excessive and wasteful uses, encourage people for energy efficient energy use in order to decrease the energy consumption and prevent the energy loss. And the Energy Conservation Act 2001 was enacted to provide for efficient use of energy and its conservation for the matters concerned therewith. And it also, the recent amendment bill, the Energy Conservation Amendment Bill 2022, the bill amends the Energy Conservation Act 2001 to empower the central government to specify a carbon credit trading scheme. And many more are there. Maybe we will take it up in another session about this act. And today, our President, Honorable President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, has facilitated the winners of National Energy Conservation Awards, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards, and National Painting Competition prizes, and also launched EV Yatra portal. Who was the chief guest of the event, and Sri R.K. Singh, Union Minister of Power, New and Renewable Energy, had addressed this occasion, and Sri Krishna Pal, Ministry of State for Power and Heavy Industries, and Sri Alok Kumar, Secretary, Ministry of Power, was also present. Honorable President of India has facilitated the winners of National Energy Conservation Awards, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards, National Painting Competition prizes, and also launched EV Yatra portal on this occasion. So the attractions were National Energy Conservation Awards, NECA 2022, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards, NEEIA 2022, National Painting Competition for School Children 2022, launch of EV Yatra portal and mobile app, and sessions on emerging new technologies in the area of energy efficient. So total number of awards, the first prize 19 awards were given, and second prize 8 awards, and certificate of merit 21 awards were given as part of NECA 2022. And as part of National Energy Efficiency Innovation Awards, NEEIA 2022, total number of awards, first prize 2 awards, second prize 2 awards, certificate of recognition 2 awards were given. And National Painting Competition, as already mentioned, to continually bring change in the society towards conservation and efficient use of energy, the Ministry of Power has been organizing the National Painting Competition on energy conservation since 2005. The competition is held in 3 stages, namely at school level, state level, and national level. So during 2021, more than 80,000 students has participated, and the painting competitions is being organized for students of 5th class, 6th class, and 7th class under Group A, and 8th class, 9th class, and 10th class under Group B. So launch of EV Yatra portal and mobile app, Bureau of Energy Efficiency has developed a mobile application to facilitate in-vehicle navigation to the nearest public EV charger, and a website to disseminate information on various central and state level initiatives to promote e-mobility in the country, and a web portal to enable CPOs to register their charging details securely into the national online database. The mobile application titled EV Yatra has been designed and developed to facilitate in-vehicle navigation to the nearest public EV charger. This mobile application can be easily downloaded on both iPhone and Android smartphones from Google Play Store and Apple Store and can be installed conveniently. As per PIB, so respecting nature, not wasting natural resources, and taking measures to enhance natural wealth is an integral part of traditional India lifestyle, said the president. The president further added COP26 had given the message of lifestyle for environment, in short known as LIFE, urging the world community to adopt an eco-friendly lifestyle. In Indian culture and tradition, our lifestyle has always been consistent with the message of life. Even in the side event during a 3-day development working group meeting of G20 in India, a session was organized on life. The focus was on how India's life mission can initiate a multilateral action for achieving sustainable development goals. It is significant to note that collective climate action and life are priorities to India's G20 presidency. And Ministry of New and Renewable Energy is taking various steps towards achieving 500 gigawatts of installed electricity capacity from non-fossil sources by 2030 and for achieving net zero by 2070. Under the mandate given in the Energy Conservation Act 2001, several energy efficient initiatives are taken up by the Ministry of Power. Perform, Achieve, and Trade program has saved energy worth 40,000 crores annually, and about 105 million tons of CO2 emissions have been avoided annually. Standard and labeling program, popularly known as star rating for energy efficient home appliances, has resulted in 60 billion tons of electricity savings per year and avoided 50 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions annually. The Ujala program, launched in 2015, have led to the deployment of 150 crore LED lamps, resulting in substantial saving. In the winter session of Parliament recently, in a debate, Union Minister R.K. Singh has also stated that about non-fossil fuel-based energy resources. He said a total of 172.72 gigawatt capacity from non-fossil fuel-based energy resources have been installed in the country. This includes 119.09 gigawatt renewable energy, 46.85 gigawatt large hydro, and 6.78 gigawatt nuclear power capacity. This constitutes a share of 42.26 of total installed generation capacity in the country, that is total 408.71 gigawatt as on 31/10/2020. So today, this is a day for keeping in mind some goals and objectives to make more effective all over the country and among people. Is celebrated to send message of importance of conserving energy in every walk of life among people, promoting the way of process of energy conservation by organizing a lot of events such as online webinars and offline discussions, conferences, debates, workshops, competitions, and etc., all throughout the country, and promote people for less energy usage by neglecting the excessive and wasteful uses, encourage people for efficient energy use in order to decrease the energy consumption and prevent the energy loss, and many more. So with this, we shall conclude National Energy Conservation Day commemoration, and we will take it up in detail in coming days. And the next commemoration is Monkey Day in US especially. So we may look just a bit different from our primate pals, but we shouldn't forget that we share a common ancestor with them in chimpanzees. So warm up those vocal cords and get ready to unleash your wildest calls and cries in the observation, which celebrates not just monkeys, but everything simian. A part of human family tree, monkeys are also celebrated on Monkey Day on December 14th, that is today. And it is difficult task to pinpoint the exact moment that monkeys first emerged as a unique species within the animal kingdom, but it is believed that their appearance took place approximately 60 million years ago. The vast amount of time that could pass month by year. This vast amount of time would pass month by year by millennia, both creeping and speeding along. Without the existence of National Monkey Day. At long last, though, thanks to two pioneering college students, this would change in the year 2000. Cassie Soro and Eric Milken, both studying art at the Michigan State University, are responsible for creation of this simian-centric celebration day. Soro fittingly would admit to the Detroit Metro Times that he has experienced a form of malaise around the holiday season and felt compelled to find a way to combat these December blues. After jokingly jotting down Monkey Day in a friend's calendar, Soro took the idea and ran with it. With December 14th rolled out, he and his art school friends dressed up as monkeys and ran among, putting on their best monkey impressions. So they would go on to the they would go on to incorporate ideas related to their newly formed holiday into the artwork and homemade comics. Publishing these pieces online allowed for the notion of a monkey day to spread, and now decades on, the day is observed throughout the world in countries including Germany, India, and Thailand. So what started out as a bit of fun has evolved into a full-blown operation, and Monkey Day serves as an important anniversary each year for raising awareness of modern threats to monkeys, which entities such as National Geographic, the Smithsonian Institution, and Greenpeace promoting the day. Soro and Milken have been instrumental in utilizing monkey-themed art as a vehicles to serve this end as well. Their work has brought an entirely new understanding to the term monkey business. So in 1580s, the origins of monkey, the word monkey originated in a German version of the Renard the Fox fable. Bananas are the first food that came to mind when we think of monkeys, and cooking up some banana muffins wouldn't be out of place on this day. So you could also bake monkey-shaped cookies, or if you want to get even further from a monkey's natural diet, scoop up chunky monkey bin and Jerry's ice cream or anything similar to. So there are 200 monkey species overall, and the number of monkeys remaining from the cat ball langur species are 50, and 50% increase in the monkey's insulation after a grooming session, and the number of Barbary macaques that inhabit Gibraltar is 200, and 50% decline in the population of Barbary monkeys over the past 24 years. And the length of pygmy monkey is 5 inches, and the weight of pygmy monkey in adulthood is 4 ounces, making it the smallest monkey on the planet species. And the weight of a female mandrill is about 25 pounds. So certain facts about monkeys, that one difference between monkeys and other primates is the tail. So a tail story. And monkeys are primates found primarily in tropical rainforest. And among the species of monkeys that are endangered are the cotton-headed tamarin and the Ecuadorian white-fronted capuchin and pied tamarin. And for monkeys, picking dirt and bugs off their fellow monkeys is a form of affection, the monkey love. And pygmy marmosets are the world's smallest monkeys. So though not everyone may know about it, half of the 262 species of monkey in the world are threatened with extinction, and Monkey Day plays an important role in educating people about the present dangers these animals face. And not only they are playful, intelligent, and friendly, but monkeys are also some of the most cutest animals around. And we have another similar commemorations like National Wildlife Day on September 4th, and World Animal Day on October 4th, and National Endangered Species Day on May 19th, and many more commemorations related to animals. And today is also National Free Shipping Day in US. And today is pay only for what you actually buy. Let someone handle the extra cost. The date of holiday changes each year so that you be on a lookout in mid-December. It is a national shopping holiday as well as a year-round coupon website. The holiday started in 2008, while the coupon portion of the site was launched in 2017 as a resource for online savings, providing shoppers with coupons and free shipping codes from the top retailer partners and niche e-tailers. And today is also more good today day. And it aims to encourage more people to practice kindness and generosity. It reminds people to take time to think about people around them and help in any way they can, and reminds people to focus on the positive things in the world, and is a perfect opportunity to make a difference in someone's life. A small act of kindness can go a long way in making people's life better. And this aims to help society by encouraging kindness and generosity. Doing good can refer to any gestures of kindness. It can be holding a door for someone, getting someone a cup of coffee, or just sharing a smile and being polite. Doing good can be the smallest act or a grand gesture. Either way, those actions have a positive impact on the society. Certain rules of conduct govern correct behavior among members of a particular social group. Every culture tends to write its version of the rules of behavior, and these can be laws or traditions. Good manners have been in demand for many years around the world. Codes of dress, behavior, and etiquette usually distinguish social classes in the community. Good manners can be codes of conduct that helps us to preserve friendships and other relationships with people. The unspoken rules help to create a sense of peace and security. A person's social skills, good manners, and etiquette intelligence allow them to succeed. Adopting etiquette was a self-conscious process through the age of enlightenment in the 18th century. People made an effort to acquire the conventions of politeness. They also have adopted normative behaviors that symbolically identified the person as a cultured upper class member. Today is also roast chestnut day. Roasting chestnuts by the fire has become a mainstream symbol of Christmas and a holiday season in America and Europe. The warm, earthy scent often fills the air on the streets while being cooked and reminds us of all good and happy things. It's one of the most common Christmas and holiday snack traditions because they are delicious. And these roasted chestnuts are not only delicious with the sweet, natural taste of chestnut filling our mouth, chestnuts are also very good for our health. Chestnuts have sustained people for thousands and thousands of years and were a staple food source. In Europe, chestnuts are good for our digestive health, energy levels, bones, immunity, and herds. There are almost no reason not to eat chestnuts, so why not indulge in them? But we have to keep in mind that we have regional foods which are best for the season and best for the population. So always consume, it is always safe and always nutritious and healthy regime to consume the locally produced foods rather than going for other which can cause certain issues. So with this, we shall conclude today's commemorations. And thank you for joining us. See you all tomorrow. Before leaving, kindly fill up the feedback form.